On a seemingly ordinary Monday morning in Tokyo in the spring of 1995, the city's millions of residents were beginning their daily routines, unaware that their lives were about to change forever. Deep beneath the city streets, an invisible poison was unleashed, colorless, odorless, and deadly. The attack struck the world's busiest subway system at the height of rush hour, targeting innocent commuters trapped in packed train cars and crowded platforms. The perpetrators were members of Aum Shinrikyo, a doomsday cult led by the enigmatic and dangerous Shoko Asahara. They released sarin gas, a nerve agent so lethal that even a pinhead-sized drop can kill within minutes. Asahara, a partially blind self-proclaimed messiah, had started out as the leader of a small yoga and meditation group, but over the years, he transformed it into a fanatical movement obsessed with the end of the world. He promised his followers salvation, enlightenment, and even supernatural powers. His charisma and apocalyptic vision attracted thousands, including some of Japan's brightest minds, elite university graduates, scientists, and engineers. Asahara's teachings were a bizarre fusion of Buddhism, Hinduism, and doomsday prophecy. He convinced his followers that a catastrophic world-ending war was inevitable, fueling paranoia and a sense of urgency. Under his command, violence became justified in the name of salvation. The cult amassed enormous wealth, and in secret they built sophisticated laboratories to create chemical and biological weapons. Aum Shinrikyo's scientists produced sarin, VX gas, and even attempted to weaponize deadly agents like anthrax and Ebola, pushing the boundaries of terror. What began as a spiritual movement had mutated into a full-fledged terrorist organization with ambitions that reached far beyond Japan's borders, drawing the attention of law enforcement worldwide. The Tokyo subway attack would not only claim lives and injure thousands, but it would also shatter Japan's sense of safety and innocence, leaving scars that would last for generations. The 1995 subway attack was not Aum Shinrikyo's first act of terror. The cult had already left a trail of fear and violence across Japan, shocking a nation that had long felt safe from such horrors. Years earlier, they murdered lawyer Tsutsumi Sakamoto and his family, silencing one of their most vocal critics. Sakamoto had been investigating the cult's activities, determined to expose their secrets, but his efforts ended in tragedy. In 1994, Aum Shinrikyo escalated their violence, releasing deadly sarin gas in the quiet city of Matsumoto. The attack killed 8 people and injured hundreds, leaving a community traumatized and authorities scrambling for answers. By 1995, police were closing in, planning a massive raid on the cult's compounds. The authorities had finally begun to grasp the scale of the threat, and pressure on Aum Shinrikyo was mounting. Asahara, desperate to maintain control and avoid arrest, ordered a large-scale sarin attack on Tokyo's subway. He hoped to create chaos, distract the police, and fulfill his apocalyptic prophecy of destruction. 5 senior cultists were chosen for the mission. Their targets, 3 major subway lines converging at Kasumigaseki, the very heart of Japan's government and bureaucracy. At rush hour, they boarded packed trains, each carrying plastic bags of liquid sarin concealed in newspapers. The morning commute, usually routine, was about to become a nightmare. Their umbrellas, sharpened to a point, became weapons, tools of silent destruction in the crowded cars. As trains neared their targets, the attackers pierced the bags, releasing deadly vapor into the air. Commuters, unaware at first, soon began to cough and collapse as the invisible gas spread. Panic and confusion erupted instantly. Passengers scrambled to escape while emergency responders rushed to help, not yet knowing the true nature of the threat. The attack left a city and a nation reeling, forever changing Japan's sense of security and innocence. Chaos engulfed Tokyo in an instant as the city was thrown into a nightmare that no one could have predicted. Sirens wailed through the streets and confusion reigned as terrified citizens scrambled for safety, unsure of what invisible threat was stalking them. First responders rushed to help, but they were unprepared for the horrors of chemical warfare. Many became victims themselves, collapsing as they tried to save others, their courage tested in ways they had never imagined. Within days, police launched sweeping raids on Aum Shinrikyo's compounds. Inside, they uncovered stockpiles of deadly chemicals, weapons, and chilling evidence of meticulously planned mass murder plots that shocked the nation. Shoko Asahara, the cult's enigmatic leader, managed to evade capture for weeks. He hid in a secret crawl space, eluding authorities as the country demanded justice. But in May 1995, his run finally ended with a dramatic arrest. The aftermath saw hundreds of cultists brought to trial, their fates debated in packed courtrooms. Yet, All eyes remained fixed on Asahara, the man at the center of the storm. His trial was surreal and unsettling. Asahara often appeared dazed and unresponsive, refusing to speak, but after lengthy proceedings, he was found competent to stand trial and ultimately declared guilty of unspeakable crimes. After years of legal battles and appeals, Asahara and his top disciples received the ultimate sentence: death. The verdict was both a relief and a source of anguish for many. In 2018, the executions were finally carried out, bringing a somber closure to the families of the victims. For some, it was a moment of justice. For others, it reopened old wounds. The executions reignited a fierce debate over capital punishment in Japan, with protesters and families divided over whether true justice had been served or if the cycle of violence had simply continued. For many, it marked the end of a long, painful chapter in Japan's history, a chapter defined by tragedy, resilience, and the enduring search for justice and healing. The Tokyo subway attack shattered Japan's sense of security and exposed deep vulnerabilities within its society. In response, the government reformed laws and policing, creating a more unified and coordinated system to fight terrorism. Each year, survivors and families gather at Kasumigaseki Station to remember and honor the victims. Shizue Takahashi, widow of a station master, became a leading voice for the victims, advocating vigilance and public education. Aum's ideology survives in successor groups like Aleph, still recruiting followers and under constant surveillance. Many victims have yet to receive full compensation, leaving emotional wounds unhealed. The tragedy is a stark reminder of how cults exploit vulnerability and how extremism can grow within any society. By remembering the past, Japan strives to protect its future from the dangers of fanaticism and hate.